Right, in the last video, video 2, we put in a thread. Now, since that, I've actually changed the pitch of the thread from 4.5 to 3, and I've increased the number of revolutions. So if you go up into your history tree and click on that and just go to edit, okay, it comes up, and where you had the pitch, I had 4.5 revolutions. Don't worry about that at the moment because that's in this one, which are 4, and I think we had 2 previously. And the height, it all comes down into this because it starts from there and comes down to it. So that box there is what you're interested in. So if you want to make that change, you can do it at a later date, but it's probably easier to do it now on that. So let's come out of that. So what I was saying was that we now need to put the cap on, and that is a solid modelling exercise rather than a surface modelling. You could do it with surface, but I think actually to combine surfacing and solid modelling, is not a bad thing to do. So before I start anything, I'm going to press the space bar, and I'm going to make sure that I'm actually parallel to it, and I'm going to concentrate around this area here. So to start with, I'm going to go to sketch, and I'm going to use front plane, which is up there, which is quite easy. And first things first, I'm going to put myself a centre line in, and there we go, from that point there to anywhere down there, it doesn't matter. I'm going to give it an indefinite end, but as long as I've got some sort of anchor and it is black. Now I could just draw this out, but I think in terms we can use a combination of offset and normal drawing. So I'm just going to go to offset entities, and I want this at 0.1. It's going to be a fairly tight fit, so I'm going to click on that there, and if I zoom in you can see that's gone off at high there. I'm also going to just do that edge there, which I can't, and I'm going to try and pick up at one of these here. No, let's just agree to that and come back in. So I'm going to offset entities at 0.1. See, I could do that one there. What you find is the thicken command, when you use it, it can actually distort things. For modelling purposes, not an issue, but if you're actually going to be doing stuff for tool making or something that involves 3D printing for accuracy, it can be. But as you see that I managed to pick up there, and I've got that off at 2. If it's straight is another matter. I'm also going to do one there. Okay, no, not. I'm just going to agree to this. It just gives me a guide. Okay, let's just take that one off. Let's try again. Okay, so I've got that at 1 mil. Let's just pull that down. I don't think that's parallel, but we can check. It just goes to show really how much can be out. Let's pull that up. Yeah, if you can see that, it's not brilliant, but there we go. So I've got that there. I'm going to draw now. Probably something I could offset. Actually, no. Let's go to offset tool again. Not convert entities. What am I doing? Offset entities by 2 millimeters. That's still there. Let's do that. Yeah, 2. Do this one here as well. Out there. I want to do. That'll be it for now. Let's just take that. Let's just pull that along to there. Let's just trim this while we're here. I'm going to put a chamfer in on that for the bottle in a bit. And now I'm going to draw a line from the bottom of this here out to somewhere there. And I'm going to just offset that angle there for a second. So if I go to offset entities, 2 minutes, see if I can pick up. Yeah, got one there. You'll see why in a sec. Oh, let's try again. It's me too trigger happy. So if I take that there, I want to be slightly out. So that's there. Let me just offset again by 2. Okay, let's just see what we've got. That's a little bit shallow down there. So I may want to go out a bit more and down. Let's just do that. Let's just go offset. This is me designing. This is not me doing it from something else. That's better. Okay. So what I'm going to do, and you'll see, trim. Do that one there. I'm going to keep that line. I'm going to take that line out. Take that one out. Take that one out. There's probably a bit too much going on here. Take that one out. Take that and that out. And take that one out. It's too much. A 2mm gap is a little bit too much. So I may cheat here in a second. Let me just take that up to there. Go back to trim. Just take that and that out. So I've now got something I could probably revolve if I put a line in here. So what I'm going to do is put a line from wherever that centre mark is, somewhere there. Go from there down to that line there. I don't think I need to do anything, do I? No, that's fine. I'm just going to go to trim that to out there. So I think that's closed. And last but not least, I'm going to take space bar. I'm going to get that one there and that one there, make that collinear. So you kind of get the gist of what I'm trying to do here, although it's not 100% accurate, but it's accurate enough for what we want to do. Right, I'm just going to go into here and do a sketch chamfer. I know it's got 10mm on it. I don't want 10mm. I should put in 2mm. It should do it. No, it didn't do it. Right, Control Z. Let's go back in again. Let's go to that one there. I want 2mm. Let's do that and that. Perfect. And lastly, for now, before I do revolve, I'm just going to go to offset entities by 2 again. Go from there, reverse that. Gives me a nice one there. And then go to trim. It would help if I actually agreed to what I... Let's go offset entities, 2mm, do that one. Reverse that. Where's my reverse? There it is. Okay, right, now go to trim. Take that out there, take that, and that out. Okay, so all I need to do, I could, I think, get away with just putting an angle in. Maybe not. No, I won't do it. Okay, I need to put a dimension there. Okay, and that should do that for both of those. So now I can kind of revolve round for it. So if I go up to features, revolve boss base, it's going to ask me for the line to revolve around, which is that one, and the contours, which is that one. Give it a thing, and it's telling me the result will intersect the centre line. Okay, what have I done wrong here? That may not be true centre. It should be alright. Yes, we do get problems like this which we have to resolve. I'm going to be cheeky. I'm going to put you on pause. No, I'm going to show you how we do this. Okay. We've got line 1, which is that one. And we've got contours, which is that contour. So why is that not going to go around? I'm hoping that's on the centre. It's going to intersect the centre line. I want to revolve. Let's come out of that once more. Let's go into this a minute. Let's see what we've done here. That is right. So that is the centre line. centre there. Let's just take that out for a second. Let's just take that. Let's take that line and do midpoint, which is that. So I don't quite understand why we're going to intersect here. Unless I've got multiple lines, which I don't think I have. Let's try again. Revolve boss base. Centre line. Okay, 360 blind. Right, the resultant contour intersects the centre line. Okay, I don't know why that should revolve. Should do. I don't know why we're not able to this second. Okay, let's take that line there. Delete that line off. Let's try that. It's going to say the same thing. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to find out. Okay, I found the answer. Stupid. I think this is the answer anyway. If I zoom in, you can see I've got an extra line here. So I just need to go to my trim tool, take that out. Okay, I need to get these dimensioned up again, unfortunately. But just before I do that, I'll just double check that that is the answer. Quite often it's lines that are over. Yeah, that is the answer. So I'm just going to come out to this here. I'm just going to get these dimensioned up again. I think, yeah, we've kind of lost. So if I go to sketch smart dimensions, just do, I think it was 0.1. No, can't do it. Smart, come on. Let's do it for one of these. No. It just doesn't like to do stuff like this sometimes. There, that should be black now. Yep. What do we have? 2 for these. So that should be from there to there. It's 2. It should almost all be black. That's parallel. Let's just put a parallel dimension in. Let's go from there to there. Should be 2. Yeah, that doesn't help me though. Let's put a dimension in there. That helps me. Okay, just leave that as is. It's a kind of nonsensical one. We then go to features, go to revolve boss base. Please do it. Let's go on to that one. And there we go. We have the cap. So make sure you don't merge these. So you have an independent cap on it. So that's half the cap. I'm going to change the colour of it. I can't do that, sorry, when I'm in there. You need to do it off there. We can come back to that in a bit. Now, what I was saying, I'm going to say next, is that we need to put the thread in between this lot. And that's actually on the cap this time, so it's the kind of reverse of what we did before, but because the pitch is 3, we need to drop from that initial plane, which I think is that one there. Let's just show that plane. Just say hide. Okay, I need to unhide planes. There we go. So that plane is there. I need to drop one there 1.5 millimeters down, and hopefully that will give us the start point of doing the next curve helix on that. Right, so let's do that. So let's go to reference. I'm going to go to plane, and I want to pick on that plane there. I want to go the other way, so I want to reverse that, and I want that to be at 1.5, which is half of the 3 pitch. So if I just give that another space bar going, and it's exactly the same format as you did with the other one. That should be about halfway. It's a bit difficult to tell on this because of the obscurities. I think in hindsight I'd actually redraw that neck as a bit of solid and get that to merge in. But we'll see how this works out. Now, same principle is you want to go to sketch. It should select that plane because that's the last one we put in. Go to sketch. There we are. There it is there. And then I want to convert the inside edge of that plane. Convert entities. So convert entities. Go to that one there. It's not going to do it for. It's not that. It's the inside of this one here. Sorry. That one there. And there you go. If by magic we have a circle appear. Now. We now go to the features tree, go to curve, go to helix, and we now select that line, and it's done it automatically for us because it knows what we're on about. So there we go, we've got the helix. So the matter is now to draw in the reverse of the thread that we've put there, and you can see it's already got the data there for what we did for 3, 4, 37.7, etc. So I like that. So that helix is good. So something that actually is working out for it. So we need to put a plane on the end of that helix we've just put in. So what I'm going to do is just hide the other helix and also the other plane, just to make things a little bit more clear for us. You can also change colours, and sometimes if you switch the colour off, it might help as well. So let's try that. Let's just go into here, go into that mode. That doesn't really help at all, does it? It kind of does. I'm going to switch the plane off there. Let me just hide that. That's better. I've got the end I need to work with now. So if I now go to reference geometry plane, I'll click on that helix and the end of it, and I have a plane now to start to draw my sketch in. Now this should be a little bit easier than the last one on that. So let's do the reverse of what we were trying to do before. So if I remember rightly, sketching in that plane, it would do. I see it switches it around. Doesn't matter because we just do it in reverse. So do a couple of lines. Let's do a line here to here to here, to down there to up there, something like that anyway. And I'm going to put a centre line in, construction line I should call it, down to there. That's just so we can fix. So smart dimensions, I think that there was 1. Okay, it's just to drop it below the height. I think that one there was 3. I kind of lost my line. So, and I think that I just need to move, into there. And the distance between that and that was 0.5. Okay, so it's just 0.5 mil in, and I need to put a centre line probably from about there up to here somewhere. Okay, that's just purely for construction for me, and I'll do that control and that line point. I'm picking up the points here to do symmetry. I'll do the same with this one. It should all line up nicely in a second. There's that. And if I do that one, and that one, we'll do that there. So I think we're almost there. I would just need a height, don't I? So it's 1.5 from there to, let's do it again, smart dimension, 0.5 to there, and do 1.5. Okay, that's better. Right, so what I need to do now is find the end of that helix, which is where that red point is. So if I go onto there, I'm not going to go onto that point as such, but I'm going to do a pierce relationship because it goes in, that's fine. And now what I need to do is come back round, and we do want to merge this, just see if this looks right. We may have to make alterations to get it working properly, but for what we're doing, just the principles are correct. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay. We'll see in a second. If it's touching, it's fine. It should be a fairly good interference fit anyway. So let's go to features. Let's go to Sweet Boss Bass and see what it picks up on. It hasn't picked it up yet, so let's do that one. Let's pick up that one. Just thinking about it. I think it's done it. I can't see in here. I'm just hoping it's not going to merge, because let's just see what the options are in here. Right, let's do selected contours, what I want it to merge with, which will be this lid and nothing else. Let's see what that does. I don't think that's done anything, has it? No, sweep operation failed to complete. That's it should go around. Let me come back to that in a second. Let me just switch this off and see why. Let's just hide the bottle. Right, that should go down and round. It may be that I need to make that line a solid. It should be on that. Let's just try once more. Let's go to Sweet Boss Bass. Let's try again. It's not face. Do that one, and then that art there. Now something's disappeared. Is it going to give me a failure again? Yes. Okay. I will find out why that's failed in a second. Let's just bring back some colour. Press the wrong one. Let's go to colour. Okay, so why is that not going to follow that path end? Tangents. It might be because it's got... right. That's why, because it's got nothing to go onto there. That's why it's failed. So let's just go back. Let's go into the helix. Go to edit. This doesn't matter if this is shorter. You can see it's dropped off the end. I didn't see that because the bottom's away. So I'm just going to go to revolutions and I'm going to go up, down, just so that comes back in. Go to there. Now this should work now. If I go to Sweet Boss Bass, and let's just pick on my sketch. This looks more promising. Let's see what it does. No. Okay. Don't know why this is doing this. It's maybe too big actually. Maybe I've got my dimensions right. Let's go back and check my dimensions on my sketch. That may be the reason why it's maybe colliding. So let's go into here, edit sketch. So what do we have? We've got 0.5, 1.5, so that's 2 mil out. 0.5. That should be 2.5. Okay, see what that does to it. And we've got 1 mil and 0.5. That may be the answer. Let's go back and try again. So all you can do on that. So let's go to features. Go to Sweet Boss Bass. Let's do that as that. And let's just pick up on that wire. Go again. How's that done it? Oh, let's have a look. Look, and that was the reason why. So again, if we just quickly bring that out of that there, you can go back in. I think it'd be easier to do these ones because it's actually a straight surface this time. So if I just finish the ends, I'll go to sketch. Let's take that face there. Okay, wherever that's gone. Hopefully that was that better bottom one. Let's go to features. Let's go to sketch. Go to convert entities. Go onto that one. And let's go to features. Go to revolve boss base, click on that line. Now I'm going to have to draw a line in, aren't I? Go to sketch, and let's just do another line from there to there, just straight over the top of it. Let's see if we go again. Revolve boss base. See if that does it. And feature contour. Oh, this really does hate me. There we go. Has that done that? Yeah, let's do that at 180. Even do 90 and finish that off. Oh, did I go the wrong way? One is getting very tired. Yes, I did it the wrong way. Let's do that the other way. Perfect. Okay, that's that one done. And I just need to do the other one up there. So let's just go to sketch, in that face there. At least I know it's the top. Where have you gone? There it is. Let's go to convert entities on that one there. And let's go to revolve. I'll probably have to draw a line again. Let's just see. Maybe it might be lucky this time. No, I'm going to have to draw a line in. Bugger. There we go. Sorry, I didn't mean to say bugger. Right, let's go. There to there. Let's do it again. Features, revolve boss base, and click on the selected contours. Well, that should have shown me a preview. There we go. Let's do that 180. Should do it. There we go. So we've got I've done it the other way again. Let's just reverse that. That should do it. Just delete that one. There we go. Perfect. So I've now got a cap to go in there. Right, last thing, just to finish this off a little bit. If we go to the top of the cap, we need to put these little fillets onto that there. So easiest, quickest way to do that, if I convert entities of those two. So let's go to let's go to sketch. Let's sketch on, I'm going to cheat here, I'm going to sketch on that one there. Let's just sketch on that one there. Okay, I'm going to convert entities. No, I'm going to offset entities on one. Should be that one there. I want that to come in by 0.2. I want to reverse that, so it's in there. And I want to convert the entities on that one there. You'll see why in a second. I'm going to put a centre line in from the centre there up. That's it. And I'm going to draw two parallel lines either side, there and there. There's another one there and there. Okay, I'm going to make those equidistant, oh not equidistant, I'm going to make those symmetrical. I suppose it's still, I'm going to put a smart dimension on there, something like, what we got? God, that's a big, let's see, let's do 1.5 mil. Perfect. And then I'm going to get my trim tool out. I'm going to trim that, and I'm going to trim there and there. I should have got my centre. So let's get a centre, let's just do that there and that there. Let's just make those, for instance, everything's gone black. didn't need to use that one, did I? Let's just pull this one down again. Right, let's do it with a line, see if that does it. That and that, make that centered. That's better. Okay. So, did I trim away the circles? No, let's go trim the circles. Okay, I'll change that to 2mm, see if that does it. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay, so I've got that there, but what I'm going to do is going to go to features and I'm going to go extrude boss base. I'm going to do this blind, probably about 15, but let's reverse that out. What we got, 15, perfect. Okay, so that's in there. I'm then going to just put a chamfer on there, put a 60 degree chamfer, which I had before at 1mm. Perfect. Okay, and then just to finish this off, I'm going to use the linear circular pattern, sorry, on that. I'm going to just click one of those circles. I already had 14 in there before. Choose whatever, that's that. Why is it not some chamfer piece? Right, okay. I need to get more features in. I was getting carried away. So let's do that one. That's better. Okay. So I've got a sort of grippy thing there. If I just fillet those, let's go to fillet. What can we have fillet wise? 0.2, that'd be alright. What's that do on there? Let's do that. No, it's a line, didn't I? Let's take that one off. Yeah, okay, so we want to do that to every single one. Now I could, I think let's just do it, it's done it on every face there. Let's just do, I do want that on the bottom line. Go around and get that all done. So if by magic it's all been done, I'm just going to do that top surface as well. So it's just given that a 0.2, and I might as well do that one there as well. Just rounds it off quite nicely to do it. So give that a green tick. Hopefully that does it. Yes, there we go. So I'm going to go back in and just bring in the bottle. I hope, yeah, there we go. And one last thing, let's just change that colour, that one there, to that. I'm just going to put the snap off ring underneath for it. Now that should conform to that there and that there. That radius may be a little bit too big. I might change that in a sec just to make it look a little bit better. But to put that ring in, just go to sketch, sketch. Again, we're going to use the front plane. Okay, and going to use that rectangular tool. Do it about there. And I'm going to do that one, do that there. Collinear, I'll do that to the bottom of the cap. Make that collinear. Hopefully this will go collinear. No, it won't. So what I can do is actually do that to that base there. Do that as a piercing, and if I bring that one there to that circle there, that may change, but let's have a quick look. To pierce on that one. I need to put another centre line in just to ease. To go back into the plane. And here we go. And go to features, go to revolve boss base. Knows what we're up to. Give it a green tick. I should have done. It's been so trigger happy. Just let it back. Go into edit feature. And then go to I don't want that. I don't want it to don't want it to merge with anything really. So that's that. There we go. Oh no, I didn't do that, did I? Oh, plonker. Right, let's go back again. Oh no, that is right, sorry. And then I just need to copy that appearance, and I'll just paste that appearance to that part. So that is basically it. If I just go back into section view just to demonstrate that there we do have our threads mated correctly on that. So theoretically we should be able to screw that down, and we could do that in an assembly as well to get it to screw down, and it's going to be tight. Obviously I haven't accounted for the cardboard filter element here, nor actually got the attachments here for these to break off. I could do that better. I could actually go back in and change this. I think it's 2. Let me just do that very quickly. Let's go into that. Let's go to edit feature. Sorry, that's the thicken. I don't want to do that. I want to go back and change that fillet, which I think is that one. It might be the bottom one. See if it's going to do it. Where's that fillet? No, I got that wrong. Okay. Let's go back up to the top here. Is it going to be that one? No. Is it going to be that one? It's probably that one actually. Go to edit feature. Yeah, it is that one. So I've got a fillet there of 4. Let me take that down to 2mm. That might make it just look a little bit tidier on that there, and then I'll be happy. So hopefully in the next video, yeah, that looks a lot better, more consistent to it. Let's just go that back, and let's put some perspective on, and let's have some real view graphics on, and there we have a little bit of shadow and the bottle. I don't particularly like the top handle. It's a little bit of exaggeration. I've done better, but hey ho, it's the principle that counts here for that on it. So next video, if you really want me to do it, I'll do it so you can actually put decals on the bottle, but I think I need to get hold of a university decal to try that out. But ta-ra for now.